you guys talking about pre-rolls now?
Pre-rolls, and the fact that if you trust any given pre-roll that's
because you're talking about something that's already rolled up.
Yeah.
Because whenever people say pre-rolls, you have to decipher whether they're talking about the cones or like a pre-roll or the weed's already in there.
True say, whenever I hear pre-roll,
what do you think of? Because I think of the cones.
Pre-roll, well, the cones, but like, if somebody tells me I got a pre-roll, I'm thinking it's already rolled up. Not even whether it's stuffed or whether they pre-rolled it. It's coming in like it's already rolled.
Yeah, that's
like
a pre-roll to me.
Yeah. Like it's already rolled. All you need to do is spark it, light it, spark it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the pre-roll. From what I understand.
I don't know. Every time I think of pre-roll, I just think of the cones. But what you can do? Change everybody's language and be like, nah, that's a cone instead of a pre-roll?
I mean,
you're like the only one that I know that thinks it's a cone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The thing is, because whenever
I don't talk to a lot of people about this.
So then but you don't even use them, so you don't even know, like, you've never gone into a store and asked for a cone, right? Like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So when I go to the store now and I'm like, yo.
Actually, I have tried them, but yeah. No, I don't. It's not like a regular thing. Like, I did it once and I didn't like it.
Yeah, the few times I went into the store and I had to use that term, they thought I was talking about a pre-roll. And I was like, nah, just a cone.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Call it a cone?
That's what, but that's what, when I think of pre-roll, that's the same thing I'm thinking about, like the same thing. A cone, when I hear a cone, I'm thinking, what you're talking about, I need to hear a cone. Because that's what I think of.
It's the one fucking thing I forgot to do. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
What is it?
I need to write something on here. But with the cones, though, to me, a lot of new smokers, like people are just starting to smoke now. They ain't got the patience to roll that shit.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go get one of those cones and just scoop that shit in. When I discovered, I'm like, buddy, I'm not all that slobbing shit all over the pit. Fuck that. I'm gonna go take out one of these cones, scoop it in, stuff.
And I mean, once again, though, it comes down to like literally everybody. Like some people want to vape, some people.
And then there was this.
Some people want to pipe.
I tried the vape thing too.
Exactly.
This is what I used to.
I'm like the best person to talk about this because I feel like I literally just did this transition, this evolution that we're talking about, like right now.
That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Like, how was your journey off back in, and where you at now? Like.
Yo, this is gonna be a fucking KITED conversation, bro.
Only going up.
Trust me, bro.
That's pretty much
timing on
because this is like all I have to talk about now, like for the rest of the night. Because I was gonna say I started using this, but anyways, your story.
Nah, so I did that too. Not that particular.
But you
brand
started
or
out
whatever.
as a roller.
Yeah. Like I was the guy like that would ask my drug dealer to at least have one rolled up for me. And
going back to what we were talking about.
And he's not an easy guy to ask, yo, can you roll one up for me? Yeah, he's really not. We're not friends anymore, so I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about it. But oh man. But no,
I honestly I just threw that out random because I know I have someone. The one that I thought that was ain't it. I'm like, fuck, it ain't that one either. This is
winner, Daniel.
That's what I wanted to hit you with.
Oh shit, that's good.
Okay, but you said that you had gone from having the shit rolled up.
So
and then what? You just randomly tried the vaporizer?
I'm a terrible roller. That was a part of it because I felt like I was. If anyone saw what I rolled, you could ask something. I don't know if I've ever rolled. Didn't I ask you to roll it when we smoked?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah. Like that's how bad I was.
Bro,
right?
You gotta welcome her to the room so everybody knows that.
Yeah, we should have done that. Sorry, I was thinking that internally.
Anyways, quickly.
I don't know how I do the intro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to. No, I'm joking. There we go. Sabna, how about you just introduce yourself? That's a good one.
I can do that. I'm
there we
Sabna.
go.
I'm here joining these guys on this lovely cold night, and I'm here to talk some shit.
Speak your perspective, baby.
So what? You just tried the vaporizer thing once, and then I
tried the vaporizer thing because people started putting me on the vaporizer thing, and I tried it a couple of times. Like, wait, this is pretty like convenient. I don't have to roll anything, which is great. There's no smell to it. I could be high in the fucking house and no one knows. Like, it was fucking crazy. Yo, one time I went to Wonderland with my nephew and my brother, and we're literally in the lineup, and I'm vaping without them knowing that I'm vaping. And then the guy in the lineup's like, oh, that's super fucking, what did he use? Cognito? Like he said some whatever word. And I'm like, yeah. But I felt fucking dope doing that. But after my chest started to hurt. I didn't like.
See, but it's also a response to the high you're getting. Some people would rather have the conveniency or the convenience
Yeah.
of
Maybe you need to stop smoking that shit.
As long as you get what he's saying.
That one was a hard stumble though. That was a hard, like you tripped, fell on your face, bro. Like,
and I did it,
man,
as soon as it happened,
that hurt me, bro.
everything like got even slower like, after that, and I was just like,
you know what's funny though? I understood exactly what you were saying.
I know.
I was like, why are you guys interrupting him?
My problem. That's my problem, though. Yeah. I speak for you to understand. I don't necessarily speak for it to be grammatically correct.
Isn't that the way that we should all inspire to speak?
I mean,
just to be able to communicate. Oh man, I just helped you up. See that
but
fumble?
the thing is,
that's what a real friend does.
But the language has changed.
I agree.
Because even a word like scene, it's to hear people misuse that word 75 times every day. It's like, forget about it. It's now just that's what has become normal. Like, you know what I mean? Teachers are sitting there like grinding their teeth on some like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? But the way they're out here using scene, I just seen this guy yesterday. Oh, I seen him at the airport. What? When did scene be like? What are you guys talking about?
Scene. I think if there's one,
that's the worst, bro.
That's a bad one.
Man. If we're saying this is KITED conversations, right? I literally was writing in a journal and I wrote something. I wrote nodding in replace of not really, just to fuck around with myself. Like, yo, what does it really take for me, since we're on this platform, for me to come up with this is going to be my challenge? And it just fucking worked so perfectly. I was going to be like, if you had to create a word, right? Because we're talking about pause and how it comes from Harlem and how they made it like whatever, right?
Yeah.
What would be the word that you'd try to... You got a bunch of words? I got that. I got that 100%, which is also perfect.
No, but there's like so many words that I remember from back in the day that I wonder if people in New York were using, like jubby. Yeah, that's my jubby. Were those guys over there? Were those guys looking at us? Like, I got that word from Canada, like from Toronto. Like those. That's the only one that Toronto man said.
They would never give it. They would take it and run with it, but they would never be like, "Oh, I got it from Toronto." But
doesn't everybody say ting? Like oh yeah, like in reference to Toronto.
But there's been. What do you mean? Like a Toronto? What do you mean?
That's not a Toronto.
No, that's not a Toronto.
But they always say whenever I'm in Toronto.
I mean, this goes back to the conversation we had that very first day when we're talking about like the influence that we as West Indian people have on the culture overall.
I get that. Okay. So you're taking it even further back. Okay, fair.
Yeah, because that's not a Toronto thing. That's
him being.
But you this is actually beautiful because you see how you automatically know that, but I'm like I don't associate it that far back. Well, even though I could now,
he's
that you
of West Indian descent too.
No, I just never really. Yeah. So going back to what I'm saying,
like jubby's a word that I never heard from over that side.
Yeah,
it wasn't until I was in Canada I heard the man I'm talking about. And when I go back to Jamaica, that was never the language. Like jubby, you talking about like? But there's been so many words that we've used.
Jubby,
but there's so many from back in the day.
I look at like, yo, that's healthy amount of weed. Like when you say healthy,
bear.
Yeah,
beer things. Yeah, that's like, that's one of the ones that like.
That's the one.
Okay, so
that's West Indian.
Yeah.
Bear's West Indian.
My challenge to that would be like,
even though
try to make a word. Try to make a word.
But my first time was with this vaporizer, the same one the one that I had originally broke. So I just replaced it with the exact same one. But that was my first time. I had watched my cousin roll like 1,000 times. Man. These guys roll like 1,000 times. So I feel like I could do it if I really wanted. Like if I needed to, I could. But I've seen these guys do it enough times for me to. I don't have to Google nothing. Like I could do it.
No,
but
I'm still not.
To me, it's like why? And all I do, this guy sees me, I chip off a piece of the weed. Stuff it in the glass part. Yeah. The only thing is, when I'm around the mandem, I don't really like doing it too tough because it's like, look at one over here sucking on that glass dick, bro. bro, like, come into the trenches with us, bro. Like, learn how to do this, B. Mans are breaking up backwards. There, that what do you call that shit inside? The tobacco shit all over the place.
It's funny. I just try to,
going over there, rinsing it off, washing it. Like, what? It's there's no way it could be that serious, bro. Man, they are busting water bottles. You know when you like you're outside, you have to hold it up so you don't get your shoes wet and shit. Man's are you're rinsing it off. Like, come on, bro. It's that serious, bro. It takes me 2 seconds. Press that bad boy, let it heat up for 30 seconds, and I'm ready to go. Take flight.
If I got the high and I got off the
hands are
spliff,
full, bro.
Only going up this year.
I meant to put that in there.
I did it as long as we all get up. But for me, if I want to enjoy my high, the way I want to enjoy my high, the vape doesn't really do it as much as, and that's the thing.
That's what I didn't understand,
hold
though.
on. I got to clarify something, though. So your vape is different from the vape that I had. You're actually putting weed in yours. That was just an oil one.
Yeah, I heard the oil ones aren't that great, though.
I've never had that one
Both of
before.
them.
I've never done what you have.
Yeah, so then, because people always look at my shit like, what are you doing? This ain't no oil thing. Like, I'm smoking the plant, bro. The weed, my weed it's in here.
The dry bud, the oil, same thing. Like if I'm vaping it, it's not like I'm not enjoying it as much as if I'm smoking a spliff. And that's it.
But what I was going back to was when I said like it made my chest hurt, it was the oil one. So I don't know what that would do, but I don't know. It just felt weird, man. Maybe it was the pen. It could be the pen too.
There's something ritualistic though about rolling a split. It's like part of the whole experience for me.
That's it. See, that's
I
what
vape too, but that's a daytime thing.
Right? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like I like to get intimate with the weed.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
a vape thing, it just seems so informal. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It's bougie. It's like I'm here. I'm ready to play.
yo, dog, you gotta have a relationship, man.
I think it's
I
because
can't
how
go up
long you
anymore.
guys have been smoking.
I can go up some more, bro.
more than half my life.
Twist it, it
But
loosens
that's
up
what I'm
and pull it up.
saying. So for me, I don't have that association with it.
Okay.
Well,
You know what I mean?
And that's a personal choice, right?
Exactly.
'Cause, like when you look at it, like when you look around for most people, and this is for the people that do drink. Like if they've been drinking for more than half their life. Like if you're at our age, like you start drinking like around high school. Like you know what I mean? So like now you're what, mid-30s, close to 40s. Like you've been drinking more than half your life. So if you're smoking like me, and like we're a consistent smoker, take your little breaks, whatever, but like smoke. You know what I mean? Some people are getting on it late in the game. Some people, you know, smoke.
So
they
late.
smoke. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy this shit. And you already know.
What I did the first time that I got high,
Oh, man.
it's like... Here, I'll paint the picture.
Yeah,
Since we're talking Rexdale stories. You know where you go down from West Humber off of that side street where there's the big hill? I forget what it's called. Maybe it's called West Humber Drive. It is, right? Yeah. So like where you're at the part where they have the drinks in the washroom, the water fountains. There's a baseball diamond there. There's a soccer field there, and you just walk down, like
I'm trying to picture
right
it.
down
I
the
don't even
trail.
know why. Anyways, go on. It'll come.
So that's where I smoked for the first time, and I'm
excited as fuck,
high,
by the way.
and I'm like, "Fuck! I want to get rid of this feeling."
Yeah.
So in my head, I thought the more oxygen I get inside my body, I'm in like grade 10.
Yeah.
The faster I'll get off the high. Yeah, I started running hills. I ran at least 3 or 4 hills just thinking like, oh, this is going to change my mood and like I'm going to feel better. Fuck, I couldn't get off of it. I wasn't enjoying it.
Yo.
Until later, everyone's like, oh, your eyes are red. You must be high. I'm like, yeah, I'm high. And then I wanted to like act all cool and shit. But before I was not enjoying it.
Do you remember any of the rest of it, though? Like the acting cool shit part?
Yeah, just like saying that I'm high now, because it's like, let me emphasize that I am. Like you guys could already see it in my eyes, and like the whole fitting in aspect of it. You get what I'm saying? That was like probably one of those times that I gave in to try to. Well, not one of those times, there's many times, but we actually.
That's why you did it?
That's not why I did it. I just did it because I had never done it before. I'm like, yo, let me try this. But I didn't like the reaction to it. Hence why I never really became a smoker until like fucking forever later. But yeah. That easily kept me off until the second time where I kind of got an idea of how to handle it or what to do. Kind of like being drunk for the first time and you don't know what the fuck you're doing when you're drunk.
Yeah.
But later on, you're like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't be drinking more than whatever the number is.
Yeah.
And then you do it again anyway. But no, I'm saying.
I mean, I can tell you my first time. You want to tell yours?
My first time has been pretty simple. I mean, I'll never forget 6 draws. And the
6 draws?
Yeah.
Were you counted?
Yes. What? Yes.
Yeah, it's embedded in my brain. All the love and the pain. They're saying life's not a game, but when you gone, shit's over. Now I'm saying, all I need is a platform, and I be in real rap form. If it fits, I put the hat on. In pretty rapper, dapper dawn. You can hear where I come from. Don't it sound like a mud slum? I'm smarter now, yeah, I was dumb. Two divided now, we was one. Tread light, cause the wicked's out. If you ain't listening, nigga, listen out. Gotta make sure I'm sticking out. Thin ice, but I stick it out. Only going up this year. You only going up this year.
I remember I took 3 draws, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not feeling anything. I'm telling my boy I'm not feeling anything. He's like, all right, now you gotta take like serious pulls. Like you're just gonna like draw for like 5-6 seconds, and then inhale for like
you gotta take it in.
Yeah,
right? It's hilarious.
So
I remember
the
this
next 3 pulls I did was that.
Yeah.
And on the 6th one, that's when it was just like, whoa, like. And then I remember I wanted to keep going. I remember I told myself I kind of wanted to get like 7's like one of my lucky numbers. So I was like, I want to get the 7. And like I told myself like, but I just like it kept hitting me. And I was just like, no. So it was 6. But that was enough because I was
a good
fucking
memory.
Yeah, but like I really, I really wonder what that 7 would have been like for you though.
I wonder, but here's the thing: that was my first time.
Didn't we find out?
And I know, and at that point, I already know what it's like to be drunk. So at this point, this is my first time with weed. I don't know, like, fuck. Like, I'm looking at it like, like fucking cocaine. Like, fuck, I don't know. It's my first time. I'm respecting it. You know what I mean? I'm not going in like with an ego. You know what I mean,
That's
bro?
a great word.
I don't even want to tell my first time. I want to hear your perspective.
How you mean?
Oh, he smoked with you for the first time?
Talk about my first time, but from your perspective.
No, you would have to talk about your first time first, and then I'd have to give you your perspective.
Yeah, but that's what makes it interesting.
Like,
I want to hear you like.
For me,
no, hold on. I think what you're saying makes more sense because I'm actually curious to hear what you thought of it first. Then
and I'll be honest. I remember, but I don't remember it like you. So like you'd have to like refresh my memory.
But you know where we were. It was a Thursday night, and we had the garage door open, and the sun was just beaming from over there, chilling. I had on my Bengals t-shirt because I'm a Bengals fan, kicking it. And I was like, I guess today's the day. But I didn't even know what triggered the thought to like, today's the day. Like,
I didn't even believe him, yo. I'm talking it, but
I'm 32 at that point.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
32.
It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, I was 32 at that point.
I totally get that.
Yeah, like this is, trust me, that's how long I waited. So then
you came up with it.
I made sure I charged this shit up. No, I didn't even have this shit charged up. Remember, I took it out and I was like, oh shit, I gotta charge this. And I think I charged it for like a good 5-10 minutes or whatever. And then I was like,
you used that the first time you ever smoked?
Vaporizer.
Wow, local
and I can tell you
customer.
But I can tell you why I even got to started with this after. Charge this up, quick 5-10 minutes, whatever. Broke off piece, put it inside. Turned this shit up to the first level 1. I didn't even know what the temperatures are at that point. Whatever. Took like 2 draws. I'm like, I'm waiting. And I was so deep in thought.
Yeah, you like the way, oh God.
It's like I was so deep in thought with the left side of my brain, having this whole entire conversation with myself. But I could tell you verbatim, word for word, what this guy was saying to me on this side. For like 3 days. I forgot, like it's gone now. But for like 3 days, I promise you, I could have spit back out everything he said to me, word for word. Everything. And I was so deep in my own thought because at one point I was like, yo, this is what the body buzz feels like. And that whole trippy psychedelic shit that you see on TV whenever they play you being high, that's what I felt. Yeah, I wasn't seeing the colors, but like the body buzz of that whole psychedelic 70s shit, oh, it was there. Yeah, and I was like, I felt it everywhere. In my arms, my knees. And I was like, oh shit.
This is where your perspective comes.
I'm fucking high.
Yeah.
And this is like a really, like, I feel like I could take on the world with this, yo.
That's how you felt, eh?
Bruh.
Damn. He was, honestly, he was talking that shit.
Bruh.
He was talking that shit.
Thank you.
He was talking that shit.
Thank you.
I'm like,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was talking that shit, bro, from day one.
Yo, like, honestly, I now remember. I remember, yo.
Bruh.
It was like, Bud went Super Saiyan. I remember he smoked that shit. It's like he saw the boot. He went Super Saiyan, bro.
Nah, I get that.
Yo, his inner light skin was coming out, bro. He was flexing, bro. He was talking that shit, bro. Some shit I never heard one talk before. He was talking that shit. I was just like, shit. I was like, watch out, bud.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Shit that you've never heard him say before.
Yeah.
Okay, so check that out. How long have you been saying that shit to yourself though?
Oh, a long time. Yeah. No. Not on this Michael Jordan level type shit. Watch how this comes full circle. You see how we talked about the other night, the whole stock shit?
You watch how it comes full circle.
You see, the other night we were talking about the stock shit?
Yeah.
Part of that was with he and I too. Because he had said, yo, Bun, if we make some like real money off this shit, you know you gotta at least try it. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
Try what?
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
Because I
I
invested in weed long before I even smoked it for the first time.
Think about that. Think about that.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So he was on some like Bun. If we make some money, like you have to do
really
it.
Believe in it? Come on.
So then it was like, you know what?
Fair.
Fuck, like at least let me try it because we're making some bread off of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like
You want to get into that before you get into?
we can, but
Yeah. Because I think that's dope as that.
making bread off it. So then finally it was like, you know what? Whatever, let's go. And it was like October 7th. Yeah, I think it was October 7th.
You remember? I wish I could remember.
You know how I know? It was Thursday night because I knew football was coming on. And then I tried it in that moment and I was like, bro, I wish I had learned about stocks 10 years ago. Because I would have been killing the game. Like, even further. Like, I would have been, buddy, smashing the hell out of that shit. Because it puts me in these zones. And when I'm in the zone, bro, like,
you're good at games, and now these are real life games that you could kind of.
But how many times you heard me say that life is a game in itself?
Yeah.
People just get stuck playing the same level over and over again.
Yep.
Which is the lame part about life. Like, there's levels up, bro. More heights.
Yep.
Only going up this year.
That's all that it is, yo. Been telling people.
Why do I always feel like I gotta like comment every time you push the button like good timing, good timing?
And to reach these heights, you gotta get kited.
Fuck, I can't even stop doing it.
I'm quite kited at the moment.
Big buddy.
FYI.
Talk about it.
I just think it's funny. Like you're talking about the whole sucking the dick pipe thing. and I'm like, I just fucking kind of just fucking tried it not too long ago.
This is when you have to.
He ruined the experience for me now. Because now I can't do it again after he said all that. Because I wasn't thinking any of that shit. But now it's like, fuck, now what I got to roll. Like now I got to put in the effort and roll one up. Like, fuck.
I don't know. But then one of the other things too, and I shouted her out. I gave her flowers. Shauna Hunt from City News.
Okay.
Leading up to legalization, City News did this whole marijuana like special where they had a segment dedicated every day to like a story about legalization and marijuana, what it is, what it does, yada yada yada. So one of the episodes that I saw from Shauna was the different ways to consume it. Because growing up, all I saw was the man them rolling up their thing, burning it. And what I didn't like about that was the smell. I always hated the smell.
I love the smell.
I always hated. I love the smell of it fresh.
Back in the day, them halls.
When it's fresh, yes, but when it's burnt, I don't like. Once you burn it, I'll pass. I don't like the smell. But anyways,
bro,
saw the story. Shauna aired the story, and she was talking about the different ways to consume it, and one of them was a vaporizer.
Yeah, I like
it kills the smell.
Yeah,
it kills the smell. You eliminate all the toxins that come from like the paper. Because they have to use chemicals and shit to make the paper.
The whole carcinogenic, like the burning aspect. It's not
exactly.
Good
and it's not good for your lungs either. And this way you can control the temperature.
Won't deny that.
It just made so much sense. And I was like, if I'm going to try it, I'll use that thing. Went on to the flea market and bought myself a vaporizer.
Do you have your own vapes as well? I was going to make a joke about you before you smoke. I'm like, oh, this guy went and researched that too. But it's like you kind of did. So the amount of shit that you just said, like for someone like me, and I'll tell you why, because I've become more of a smoker, in my opinion, like in the last couple of years. I wasn't, everything we're talking about right now, even though I've smoked a long time ago for the first time, it's still like I got into this now, right? So the way you're explaining that, I think that'd be so interesting to anybody that's like a new person to the game to be like, oh shit, okay, so that's the advantage of vapes and blah, 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 because I don't know, that was interesting to me. So the way that you felt the first time that you smoke, right?
Don't forget about the stock. I don't know if you still want to talk about the stock stuff, but
I do. Okay. I felt like I want to talk more about this. That'll come up again.
Yeah, I just want. I didn't forget, but
keep it memorized because there's even one that I got with him about how long it's been. But I'm tying into it right now. When was the last time you felt like that, though?
You felt like what?
You were able to show him a side that he hasn't seen of you. Like it was like that level of a high, like that first time that you had that high.
What do you mean?
When was the
Like-
last time you experienced a high remotely similar to that high?
Every time I smoke, bro.
Every time you smoke, you feel like it's like that?
I mean, there's times where I've got like, I mean, okay, yo, the thing is, he could tell you, I went from 0 to 100
Yeah.
real fast,
I get
bro.
that.
Like,
I get that.
I'm talking like real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, not when I first started, it wasn't like that. But then that was only what, 4 years ago, basically. Like,
Yeah.
barely, like just past 4 years ago. So the first year and a half, I was still like every so often. But then after that, that's when I really like kicked it into gear, like every day, like twice a day, like hybrids, low brids, this brid, that brid. Like
Yeah.
I was everything, bro. Like it didn't matter. And the thing is, the one thing it doesn't do to me is put me on the couch on my face. No matter what I smoke, bro. It could be sativa, indica, this, that, the jungle monkey bati soup, like
Whoa.
these crazy names that I hear these guys
That's
come up with.
quite
You know what I mean?
a
Like,
name, bro.
but I'm ready. I've been here, the Gorilla Glue, and I don't know, whatever. But like, it doesn't matter, bro. None of them have me on my face. I'm still waiting for that one.
Hold on, pause.
I'm still waiting for that.
You haven't had the loudest of the loud yet, though, man. I still feel like you
Bro,
have.
but-
as much as you have smoked, I still feel like you just.
Okay, remember that loud pack I stumbled across when I was finding those dimes?
Yeah.
That wasn't like.
That was nice. No, like that like. But I mean, that didn't put me on my face. I pleasantly enjoyed it.
But it had you. But it had you like. It had
It didn't
you.
have me like lean like comatose.
I get
like
to,
couch
I
lock.
shared with a couple of men, and they're like, "Yo, buddy,
No,
that's
I-
what y'all here
no,
smoking,
I
bro."
picked you up.
Like,
No, I picked you
I
up.
don't know
remember
where
that.
you
No, it
came
was some
from,
good
but like,
shit. It was good shit. But I wasn't like, I've been smoking, bro, and it takes a lot to get me. Like, it takes, like, if it's one spliff, bro, nah.
Okay,
it's
let
not.
me ask you this. How old are you?
holy man, you can't ask a grown
Okay,
man.
no.
I'm joking.
Put it this way.
I'm an
I've been
85 baby.
smoking-
I'm 85. I'm 85.
We're all 85s.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all
83.
85s.
Yeah, but I'm the youngest.
Okay.
I've been smoking for a long time. A long time. A little too long. Like daily. So it takes a lot for me to like get me in the couch.
This is
But
me though,
you
but
have to-
That's in a Duke.
You have to hit a spliff. That's the way. And it's
yeah,
gotta
but
be something.
oh no,
And then
no. Don't think that this is all I do. I roll my shit up sometimes too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I roll them up.
Okay. Because it's always different. I
But they're
know
not
because I
pink.
have a vape, right? So it just hits
No
differently.
blazies. No blazies.
I've smoked pipes, bongs, spliffs, blunts, poppers, like, you know what I mean?
I do the one hitters. I can't hit it twice.
Like, come back home to the
Short with the
spliff.
trigger.
Come right back home
Same.
to the spliff. Like, you know
I
what
like
mean?
edibles too, though. Those are fun.
But even the edibles thing to me, edibles became an appetizer for me.
I don't like edibles.
I've come to appreciate them, but like definitely.
Yeah, they don't.
Completely
I'm more of a
different.
control
Nah,
freak.
I don't have patience. I don't have time to sit here and wait for that 2 hours for that to kick into gear. I want that now.
You know.
So
I like
like,
to know when I'm getting hit. Like I
I'll
like
t-
to
Yeah.
control.
I'll eat the edible and then I'll just go smoke so that I'm high for.
That's it.
Hear
That
me?
part.
How disrespectful am I to high kited
So-
for like the next 7 hours?
I'll throw it at all three of you then. So going back to what you were asking me, how has this whole thing been going?
Yeah.
So she could kind of vouch for how many times I've told her, okay, I'm off it now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be off it now. And then
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back
yeah.
on it again. I'm off it. I'm
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on. So the max that I did like was the 66 days in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then since then I can go like days, weeks, 2 weeks is not hard now.
Yeah.
And then boom, I'm like, okay, let's do the 75.
Oh, yeah.
So after that, it's been challenging to get off of it because to that feeling that you're talking about. So the 76th day that I smoked, holy fuck, bro. And like I get it was 26% THC. Shout out Old Dutch Company. But like, it wasn't just that. It was just like, I was like so like not immune to it that I was fucking flying on a whole nother level.
But that's every time I smoke, I'm flying. I'm like,
I'm not saying
And
you're
it's-
not. I'm not
and
saying you're not.
this is often when like this, he and I would get on the phone, we'll be talking and we're having these like life-changing conversations.
I'm not
Life-changing conversations.
I'm not saying that you're not or anything really. All I'm saying is, in my experience of doing pretty much the exact same thing, smoking like as regularly as whatever, to the point where there was times where I'm smoking like the whole fucking day, right?
Yeah.
When you get off of it and you get back on it after a long time, that high, bro. Because now you get to actually experience all the evolution that you've done while you're fucking high, that you haven't experienced other than while you're high. Do you get what I'm saying? So then you look at yourself like, oh shit, I got some real superpowers in the world that I can like build on right now. And then when you get back on it, it's like you reevaluate the whole conversation. Is how I kind of looked at it.
I think I have a good question.
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah.
That you've never smoked with.
Yeah.
That you would love to smoke with.
That's a really good question. Holy fuck.
Like, I mean,
That's a great question.
that are alive or just like
I'm not even. It could be whatever. Because the people that come to my mind were close. They're not no celebrity figures type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, right at the
me
gate,
asking you the question
comes to mind.
Okay, mine too.
Yeah,
mine too.
Yeah, to the point where like it could never. I don't think it could ever happen because he's like.
Has he ever? Like, have you ever asked that question? Because I've asked my parents. They've told me their stories.
I haven't had that conversation with him, but he probably has. It's weird. I probably said this before. I don't have a super close relationship with him.
Yeah.
But just from the stuff that I've heard and the lifestyle that like kind of comes with some of the stuff that he was trying to do, I'm sure he's been around that. And more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but have I ever asked him? Nah. But maybe I should do that now. Just to see how he, I'm going to write a list of shit that I'm going to bring up. But he would definitely be one person that would want to smoke it. It would just be fucking interesting to see him let loose.
I don't know if I.
And now we're like, no? Why? Buzzkill?
Well, to be honest, that is a part of it, but more than anything, I honestly, knowing him, he really wouldn't want to. Like, I know deep down he would not want to. Like, that's just not something he would want.
Yeah.
So for me, it's so unnatural for me to want to wish something on somebody that they don't, you know what I mean, that they don't want, especially my dad.
This is kind of why I like to ask the question, like, what does it do for you when you do it? Because if you're just doing it, it's asking you out, and you're sitting on the couch, stop doing it. And if you're doing it just to relax, like you knew you need the time to relax, like, and it does that for you, okay, sure. But if you just feel like you're not getting anything accomplished in life, or like, just cut it. But you cut it out.
You can't, and that's why they're being forced to write that it's super addictive. What are they saying? 1 in 7 people, is that the number? Yeah, because it's gonna happen, bro.
But what? I don't even know. What's the legitimacy of those stats, though?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope you're thinking about your 3 people, though. Or your dad. So your dad's one.
Yeah. That just came to mind like right at the rip.
Don't forget about the stock shit too, eh?
Nah.
Remember, I'm not forgetting, because you said you want to go there, but whatever.
I really think you should. Yeah.
You don't have anybody?
Nah, off the rip, can't even.
Yeah, right.
Not even a celebrity? I feel like I could like knock out so many celebrities that.
You know,
but you know what?
I have one.
You know what? I already take that back, because I actually don't even really like smoking with people. So that question caught me off guard. Because like, because like whatever. So even with me saying my dad, I already take that back. I wouldn't want to do that either. It would be like, I guess I almost said that to say like there's certain conversations that I want to have with him, and I think under those circumstances it would be easier to have those conversations. That's what I really meant, but I don't think I need that.
Trying to cross the border a couple years back, and the girl that I was going with had charges. She had beat them, but they were like still on her name, and like the court like had wrapped up, but it wasn't like fully off her name, and it was one of those. Yo, you couldn't tell me that before we left, yo. Like, we're trying to cross the border. Had no idea.
Kind of like a key piece of information, maybe.
Nah, but if she's already beat them, she doesn't feel that she has to tell you.
Bro, we're trying to cross the border. If it's not done, and it's been like 7 years, and it's like it's not even gonna be a thing, sure. But
I don't know.
This was like a few months or something. Like,
I think a FYI is a little.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that's too much to ask, bro.
Like, charges be like,
come on, bro.
Charges? You couldn't tell me they had charges, yo.
I don't want to discriminate. I'm just.
You couldn't tell me they had charges. You couldn't tell me they had charges.
I don't know if the way I was coming at it was like that she's resolved it already. Because you said that it's been a while and she fought them or something,
I
no?
guess it's not even.
Because I thought maybe she got it off her record, so she still got it on her record.
Yeah, but no, she knew there was a chance that it might be flagged and something might come up. But
she played her chances, huh?
I guess, but that's definitely an FYI if you ask me. No, am I the only one? I couldn't get an FYI.
My whole thing is, this is how you break it down.
This shit is so good.
This is what I need to know. What, when, and the why. What'd you do? When did you do it?
And why did you do it?
Why did you do it? And within those 3 questions, your responses are going to tell me everything. All right, like this is some real HUD shit. I don't need to be fucking around with this shit. Like, you got to be kidding me. You know what I mean? Like, or no, I can respect that. We could do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those 3 questions, yeah.
How long did you know her for?
A minute. Long enough to tell me that you had charges.
Okay, fair enough. That's what I was trying to get. Hold up, that's what I'm asking. Like, what is that to you?
Like, how long?
Yeah. A year, 2 years? Like, how long?
I don't know, but it was good. It was a good minute. We were good. We were yeah, no, a good while. It has to be at least a year.
See that? Okay, so within that year, how long do you guys really spending time together?
Enough. Yeah.
Enough?
Yeah. Like, there's no way. Like, bro, that's just an FYI. That's just like a.
I'm just saying, if it was only like 4 months, and like this is happening, like what is it?
I guess.
You know what I mean? Even the year is debatable based on how much time that
you know what?
I get what you're saying.
That's not even my craziest border story. You have a border story? I can go to some of my police stories because you don't hear my police stories. Like,
I heard the one.
Buddy, trust me. Listen, trust me, bro.
That's funny.
I could tell you some of my stories right now. You're gonna be like, yo, bud, like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, no.
You know what?
You're lucky that man didn't shoot you already, bro.
I probably won't be like that because I feel like I've been around that. So, you know what I mean? Like.
Oh man,
it'd be funny for me to hear that it happened to you, but I bet I won't be surprised by the story itself.
Brampton one time on Steeles, right by Shoppers Road. I didn't even know where I was coming from, bro. Peel Regional pulls me over. Yo, what's up? Like, I mean, I didn't talk to him on some yo, what's up shit, but like, what are you pulling me over for?
Hold on. Say what you really said.
I'll ask. I'm like, what are you pulling me over for? Like what? Because I'm not going for nothing until you tell me what you're pulling me over for.
Yeah.
This guy, Did
you say sir?
No, sir, my ass.
No?
Never once have those guys ever heard me. Sir, my ass. Anyways, what are you pulling me over for?
I say sir.
I'm like, yeah, what are you pulling me over for? You don't look like the person who owns the vehicle. Bro. You must not know me, bro. I say, yo, did anybody report the car stolen? This guy can't answer me.
Ooh, that's a good question.
License and registration. Did anybody report the car stolen? License and registration. You're going to need to let me know. Did anybody report the effing car stolen?
Okay, hold on. How much of this is how the conversation really went?
John knows.
Like, this is how it went?
Did anybody report the car stolen?
Okay.
To this day, I'm still waiting for an answer.
Yeah.
And I use, while he's walking back to his cars, because I give my license and registration.
Yeah.
Go run whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm not to hide from you guys, but why are you harassing me? Did anybody report the car stolen?
No.
Did anybody report the effing car stolen?
I felt like you were asking me.
No, this is what I said to him. And he walked back to his car and still yet to get a response. On Steeles, right before I got to Shoppers Road, heading back to the Rex. I was wearing a white t-shirt, my army green shorts with some dunks. Bro, I can break that shit down. Like, I'll never forget those fucking moments of those. Like, they're bozos too. Like, some of them really carry on like some dumbasses. How did we even get there? I didn't want to go back there. What were we just talking about? Why I got into this whole police officer shit? Border story.
That's the word.
I didn't even get to give you my border story.
Yeah, I was waiting on that.
One of the homies, bro. We went to Miami, but we parked in Buffalo and flew from Buffalo. Coming back, right? It was me, 2 of my brethren that you know, his girl, and 3 of her friends. They drove their car. We drove our car. So, for whatever reason, though, this guy doesn't have his passport. He left it with his girl. We went to the Peace Bridge. They went to the Rainbow Bridge. So he ain't got no passport to cross back the border to show that to prove he's Canadian.
Huh.
And I don't know if you guys got this when you were younger, but when we're driving across the border and I'm with my parents going to New York, Detroit, Chicago, wherever we're going, you reach to that border, yo, tighten up, B.
Yeah.
Make sure your seatbelt's buckled. Fix up your shirt and yo, tighten up, B. Tighten up. Look straight, don't move. Look straight. Just look straight the whole time. Like, just don't even flinch too tough. Like, just yes or no's. Just yes or no's. Everybody, yes or no's. Yes or no's. Everybody, tighten up. Ready? We're getting there. It's our turn. Bro. This guy pulled up. Blasting. When I say blasting, windows down, B. Windows down, blasting. Young Jeezy. I wish I could make this up, bro. Man's blasting the Jeezy. And true say, I'm not driving. And it's not my car. I don't want to feel like that guy who's like, yo, bro, like, tighten up, B. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Yo, one of these ones, bro, like, blasting the Jeezy, dog. And I'm like, yo. There's no way we're making through this.
I'm just trying to figure out who it is when you're like,
I swear to goodness, the man had to tell him to like turn on the music, and I was like, I mean, I would have told him, officer, but like, you know. So it was the guy in the customs officer, but he was training almost because there was a guy there shadowing him, or whatever. Man, checked our papers. This guy said, "Yo, my girlfriend has the passport. They went to the Peace Bridge, they went to the Rainbow Bridge. We're over here, blah, blah, blah."
Well, which one said that? The one that's driving, blasting the music and everything? Okay, this is fucking...
I think he had his license on him, so I think he showed them that or whatever.
Okay.
Yo, the man was like, all right, you guys are good, go. I was like, yo, there's no way. Yo, there's no way. There's no way.
That's a button. I was not expecting that.
Oh, you know what? That should have been that one. Damn it. Yeah, man. You see, keep me on point, B. Keep me on point.
I got you.
But hear what? The trainer was on some like, nah, B, not today. Man's like, yo, run those back. Yo, before you know it, the man came out, slapped the yellow sticker on the windshield, pull over there.
Wow.
Holy no. I thought we were going to make it. I saw the promised land. I saw the promised land.
This is a really good story.
Bro, it gets better.
Wow.
It gets better. Pull over now. We have to wait. They eventually come over. Asking some more questions, blah, 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 blah. Open your shit up, yada, yada, yada. Man, them are over there asking everybody their questions, blah, 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 blah. Come back in the office now, and the man, them are like, yo, whose camera is this? It's my camera. What's up? Open this up. What the fuck? Like, you guys are like invasive like this, man? Like, is that serious? Open the camera. Bro, the man them went to the gun range in Miami, B. We had the hammers. AR-15, Glock 17, all over the videos, yo, showing off the burners on some like, yo, we're out here, like, bro, the man them saw those pictures. When I say they called backup, like, I've never seen people search. They were searching the engine, bro. I swear they were moving like door panels, B. I was like, yo, holy, off of some pictures, yo.
This lived up.
I said we went to the gun range while we were down there. Like, calm down.
Oh man,
yo, it was like it must everywhere.
Have been the guy that was shadowing that took it to this extreme.
I saw the man said, "You guys are good," and I swear to goodness, it was the next guy who was just on some like, nah, hold up, wait, run those back.
Yeah, but go. This is funny. If you go into their perception of it, yeah, you're just going to be sitting here and, you know, you just pull them over once in a while. You check their fucking receipts and blah, blah, blah. And then you're fucking videos of you guys pulling up with ARs and shit. He's probably fucking like, oh, it's that day. Yo, we found some good ones. Oh,
got him. Yeah. Cuff him. Oh, who's getting some gold stars today, guys? I'm getting some gold stars today.
Yeah. Mom, get the VCR ready. Your boy made the news. Alright, so I get both perceptions now, okay? So I get their side of it, I get your side of it. Get that VCR ready! Oh man.
Get the VCR ready. I loved how you did that.
All right. Yo, this is great.
Oh man.
Really, you know what's really cool about this whole thing? People hype up fucking stories. Like it's gonna be the fucking the craziest shit ever, and then the guy lands you the punchline, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh no, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm
My
just,
stories are good, eh?
That was a good one. That was a good one. I was into it, and I'm like, oh shit, that happened. Oh no, but there's more.
I'll never forget the day, bro. Man pulled the blast in the Jeezy, bro. Man, that Miami trip was great though. That's one thing I recommend to people. You'll travel, man. Like when you're young, especially, like
100%.
If you could just piece together whatever money, go for 40.
Yo, even now, fuck that. Like not even when you're young, you should just do it forever.
Trust me, yo. I always tell people that's the greatest gift you can give yourself or even anybody. The best gift you can give my children is an opportunity to see the world. For Christmas and all of that shit, I always ask people, like, don't give them toys and clothes. I am fortunate enough to be able to provide those things for them. What I would like for you to do is just contribute to their vacation fund so that they'll always have money to travel. The best opportunity you can give any person in this world is an opportunity to see the world.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Or, well, besides time. Providing them with time, but an opportunity to see the world, best gift you can give me. I can tell you that right now. Best gift you could ever give me.
It's another way to just experience this whole thing.
Basically.
Another way to tap into experience, perspective.
I was just about to say that.
That's what
And I knew you were going to go there.